Hello, Tucson. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everybody this morning? Thank you so much for being here. I am Margaret Lowe. I'm president of AtlanticLIVE, which is the events division of the Atlantic magazine, and I'm so delighted to see such a packed house and to welcome you to Race and Justice Tucson. Sorry, I'm flying to Houston today. In any case, our gathering today is actually part of a multi-year exploration of race and criminal justice across the country. We launched this series 2 years ago in Washington, D.C. To bring to life the issues that our Atlantic correspondent Ta-Nehisi Coates wrote about in a cover story for the magazine called The Black Family in the Age of Mass Incarceration. Last year, we traveled to Los Angeles to explore justice, access, and equity in the country's demographic bellwether. And earlier this fall, we were in Charlotte, North Carolina, 1 year after Keith Lamont Scott was shot and killed by a police officer in that city. And now we're here with you in Tucson. Why? Yay, yay Tucson. Thank you, by the way, for the beautiful weather here. We came from the East Coast where it is just, I mean, I know it's not sunny, but it just feels so nice. You might ask, why did you choose to come to Tucson? This city and this county that you all call home has a rich culture and history. Indigenous tribes have lived here for thousands of years. And the region has changed hands between Mexico and the United States twice, and now it sits in the cross currents of immigration, trade, and cultural exchange. It's also clear that these are not easy times here, and despite the presence of big employers like the University of Arizona and Raytheon, economic growth has stagnated since the recession, and Tucson's recovery lags behind other cities in the Southwest. The economic divide here is even starker than in almost any other big city in the country. And nearly 30% of the children in this region live in poverty, and that's higher for those who are Latino, African American, or American Indian. And this is probably not news to anybody in this room, I'm quite sure. So today we're going to spend the morning trying to understand how all this plays out in the criminal justice system, where people of color make up nearly 2/3 of the jail population in a county that is still majority white. Before we begin that conversation, I do want to take a moment to say thank you. This gathering would not be possible without the support of the John D. and Catherine T. MacArthur Foundation. Thank you to them. You'll hear from the MacArthur team a little later this morning. And now just a few super practical notes. Please silence your cell phones, but don't put them away because we're on Twitter at AtlanticLIVE. I'd like to remind people that you now have 280 characters to play with, so you can go wild. The hashtag is RaceJusticeAZ. There are no spaces. And we want you to be part of the conversation in the room too, so please be ready with your questions throughout the morning. To kick us off with a conversation on the state of justice system in Pima County, please welcome Joel Fineman. He's the county's public defender. Welcome, Joel. Amelia Kramer, the Chief Deputy County Attorney. Presiding Judge Kyle Bryson. Mene Mejias is a reentry coordinator at the Pima Prevention Partnership. And County Administrator Chuck Huckleberry. And here to lead the conversation is my colleague, Atlantic Senior Editor, Ron Brownstein. Ron,
thank you.
All yours.